Yo, what's up, crypto community? It's your man, Mr. Solution. On today's episode, we'll be looking at how to cut your losses without regrets. All right, this video was actually necessitated. It was inspired by a question that one of us, a trader, actually asked in the Telegram podcast we had last week. Okay, so he was asking how to cut his loss so that he wouldn't be feeling bad, and then although I answered the question, but I thought it wise to put it out here because a lot of persons might actually be asking that same questions. How do they cut their losses in such a way that it wouldn't really hurt them badly, right? So like the topic says, how to cut your losses without regret. The truth of the matter is that we found ourselves many times in a position whereby a trade is going against us, and then eventually we cut the loss. And immediately we cut that loss, the trade actually started going in our favor, and normally as human beings we do feel bad. So the question, all right, before going to how to cut your losses, the first question we should try to answer is, how are you not supposed to cut your losses? How to not cut your losses, right? So the first point I brought out here, I said you don't cut your loss based on the amount of money you have at stake. For instance, your trading capital is $10,000, and then you look at it, you are in a trade which is actually going against you. You looked at the trade and you said, my $10,000 is actually dropping to $5,000. I cannot stand this. Then you cut the loss. Immediately you cut that loss, chances are that trade could actually reverse and start going back to your favor. It has happened to most of us, myself inclusive. It has happened to me, right? Many times. It has equally happened to so many persons I know. Okay, so you don't cut your losses based on the amount of money you have at stake. You don't cut your losses based on the money you've lost so far, because the market doesn't care about you. The market doesn't care about the amount of money you put into there. The market doesn't care if your $1 million is turning to $10,000. Market doesn't care. Okay, so what market does is that it plays out what it's presented to it. That's also what you should also do. So don't cut your losses based on the amount of money you have at stake. That also brings up the issue of what properly managing your risk. Okay, so the next thing there is feelings. Don't cut your losses based on the feelings. Don't cut your losses based on how you feel. The same thing that happened in the this number one is also the same thing that happened when you cut your losses based on your feelings, because you're feeling so bad, you feeling that this market is against you, market is being manipulated against you, and before you know it, market your feelings overwhelm you. You know, you the next thing you do is that you cut your loss, and immediately you cut that loss, the market start going to the direction you had initially thought it would go, right? So you don't cut your losses based on how you feel. Don't cut your losses based on your emotions. As a matter of fact, I've never seen a successful trader who trades with his emotion. A good trader should distance his emotion from what is playing out before him. So you don't cut your losses based on your emotion. And then finally, you don't cut your losses based on news or fundamental analysis. If you're a technical trader, I mean a trader that trades based on what he sees in the chart, you have no business cutting your losses based on what news or FA is showing you. Okay, so chances are, normally what we do tell ourselves is that you buy the rumor, sell the news. Okay, so let's say you bought the rumor and then the market is actually going against you even before the news is out, and then you're waiting for the news to come out so that you know when to cut your loss. Chances are that before the news comes out, or eventually the news comes out, the market is definitely gonna go against your favor. So you don't cut your losses based on news or based on FA, right? So you cut your loss before the news eventually comes out. You got the rumor, you enter the trade, but the trade is going against you. You have no business waiting for the news to come out before you cut your loss. All right, so that now brings us to the major thing that we have to discuss, which is what? How do you now cut your losses? How do you cut your loss very well? I said here that you cut your loss based on when your trading setup is invalidated, right? Whenever your setup is invalidated, that is the only time you can cut your loss. And when I mean by invalidation of setup, I mean let's say you are more like a breakout trader, right? If you're a breakout trader, you trade the breakout anticipating that the market will continue to go in your favor, right? So the main thing you do is that you have to cut your loss where your trading setup, right, where that trading setup gets invalidated. And then let's say you are also a double top trader, right? A double top trader, what you normally do is that you short the market. So you have to trade, you have to put your stop loss where that your setup is invalidated. We are gonna let's look at some examples. I think I will be using BTC, which is actually the major thing everybody's actually looking out for now. That's what is before everybody. Okay, let's look at this current chart now. Okay, first of all, let's look at this. I've actually been on this since today. I've been looking at this chart since today. This is 1 hour chart. This is 1 hour chart, and this is the platform I'm using is FTS Exchange. In case you do not have accounts yet, make sure you create an account with FTS. All right, so this is what I mean by that. All right, so we saw this breakout here. Market actually broke out of this place, and we see that this place has actually been serving as what? See, this place has been serving as a support for a very long time, like since today. Here has always been as a support. So anytime market drops to this very point, it goes up again, drops here, goes up again. So here has always been serving as a support. So what it means is that if you are, let's say you want to long the market, you are longing the market. So what you will be doing is that you'll be buying at this point, you'll be buying at this point. Then if you're buying at this point, where should you be putting your stop loss? Of course, you should be putting your stop loss where this setup, this is actually a setup on its own, right? So you should be putting your stop loss at the point where this setup gets invalidated. And where could that be? Maybe we could have maybe something around this region, right? You could have something around 39,188 or even less. It could be maybe 39,110 or 39,120, whatever the case may be. So this is where this setup gets invalidated, right? So what it means is that if eventually, okay, let me use this, let me draw it out. Okay, so something like this. Okay, we could have something like this. Okay, could have something like this. So what it means is that if the market actually drops and gets to this very level, so what it means is that this setup has been invalidated, right? This setup has been invalidated. So you have no business staying in this market. People usually say that you cut your loss when you are wrong. No, you are not cutting your loss when you are wrong. You're cutting your loss when your setup has been invalidated. And where is our setup gonna be invalidated if we are to take this trade? Of course, it's something around there. So you buy here, you buy maybe at any of these support zones, and then put your stop loss something around there, so that eventually this market drops, which is as if it wants to do now, but we are not really sure. So if eventually it drops to this point, then you know that you are taken out of the market. That is where you are supposed to put your stop loss, right? So let's also look at the bigger picture. So for the bigger picture, we have something like this. All right, so we have something like this. This is 1 hour chart, right? Okay, this is 1 hour. Maybe I could use 15 minutes. I think it to give us a better view of what I'm talking about. Okay, trying to get the 15 minutes chart. Okay, still this is not what I want. All right, let's still go back to the 1 hour. All right, for the 15 minutes chart, well, for the 1 hour chart, please. Okay, this is a trend line. We could have something like this. Okay, we could have something like this. All right, we could have something like this. So what it means is that this is actually a breakout, right? This is actually a breakout. So market actually breaks out of this place, and let's say you're a breakout trader, you decide to buy these markets, you decide to take this trade to buy this setup. So where are you supposed to put your stop loss? Of course, you're supposed to put your stop loss at the point where this setup gets invalidated. And where is that? Should be something around here, maybe something around this zone, something around this, so that eventually after this breakout occurred, all right, so and market actually reverses, okay, you could decide to put it maybe something around here. That is where the trade gets invalidated. Remember, this setup is actually different from here. Okay, this is when maybe you're just trading the support and resistance, but this point you're just trading a breakout. So when this breakout occurs, they could just decide to maybe put it around there, depending on your position sizing and all that. Then another thing is, let's say you are a support and a resistance trader, right? You're a range bound trader. You're a trader that trades the range, right? Support and resistance. So of course you buy at support, this is support, this is resistance. You buy at support, sell at resistance. You buy at support, sell at resistance. And then you decide to buy at support here. Then where are you supposed to put your stop loss? Of course you put your stop loss at the point where you're definitely gonna get invalidated. And where should that be? Should be something around here. So let's say you were to take this trade. If you bought at this very point and then your stop loss was at this point, so what it means is that you're gonna be taken out of the trade, because even when you were taken out of the trade, it still went down before it started going up. So the same thing also happened. Let's say you're shorting the resistance. How are you supposed to do it? You short at this point, you buy back here. You short at this point. If you short here, where should your stop loss be? Your stop loss should be at the point where your trade gets invalidated. And where should that be? Should be something around there. So eventually markets gets to this very point. Now what it means is that you're going to be taken out of the market, because your trade has been invalidated, because market is actually showing sign of bullishness, because definitely it will start going up, right? So this is just how you put your stop loss, so that you don't get stopped out prematurely, and then you don't get to regret it later. Right, so I hope this video has been educative. Just a little thing I just felt I should share with you guys, so that you know how to properly put your stop loss, or how to cut your losses, so that you don't feel bad about it, or you don't regret it later. I hope the video has been insightful and educative enough. And if you find my content encouraging, if you love what I'm doing here, kindly hit the subscribe button. You could share the video. If you have any question you want to share with me, you can always reach me through any of my social media channels, my WhatsApp, my Twitter, and my Instagram. All right, I'm always active there. You could also join my community of cryptocurrency traders on Telegram. I have a Telegram channel that where I normally share some trading setup insights every day, week in, week out. I'm always looking at the chart, sharing what I'm learning, what I'm seeing from there, so that it can always guide you on how to make rational decisions about your trade. All right, guys, so till I come your way again, I remain your man, Mr. Solution.